Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of BATCHEET. Today we have with us Nitin Bohra. Nitin was from NIT Warangal's 2015 to 2019 batch. He was a two-time Erasmus exchange student to Portugal, and right now he is a master's student at Max Planck School of Matter to Life. So, welcome, Nitin. We're so glad to have you here.
Hello, Nandini.
Hi. And today we are going to talk about his experience as an Erasmus exchange student. So, Nitin, to begin with, can you tell us a little bit about what the Erasmus exchange program is and why you applied for it?
Uh, so when I was in my first year, lot of senior from different branches and all, they came to me and told me like, why you have chosen this biotechnology, and you have like good number, you could have gone to some other branch and all. And at that point, I got really demotivated with all this stuff. And then at one day I was in dispensary and I shared this thought with one guy who is sitting next to me, and he just told me, no, like there I know one person who went to this place in Poland, and he's my good friend and he's doing good. And it's really easy to go to foreign country from your branch, and you have lot of opportunity there. And after that, I went to one event from Tab, and there I met Ashwin Bhaiya and one other guy. And then they told me, like, especially Ashwin Bhaiya, he told me, like, don't listen to all those bullshits. And this is like, they don't know about biotechnology. That's why they are saying this. If you are interested in this, then you have ample amount of opportunity to explore. And in my second year, this new program came, which was this merging voices. And then I asked Krishna Bhaiya at that point, because he was in the he was still doing his Erasmus, or he came, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, Simrandi and uh, what one more, Deepika or Dipanjali, they both were doing their Erasmus program. And I asked them like how it is and is it good to get exposure. And then they told me, yes, like you should apply to this. And I was like really excited. In my second year itself, I didn't even have experience of any project and all, but I was like really excited about just going and exploring things. And I saw this program and applied to this.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So,
Yeah.
can you tell a little bit about the application procedure and the timeline and what all documents were required? And also,
Yeah.
like you
So
said, you didn't have a lot of research experience. So, did that matter in your application?
yeah, for this Erasmus exchange programs, so in that one, like you are not really applying for uh, doing research. You are applying for semester exchange. So they are not looking for a person who has like a lot of research background or something like this. They are looking for person who want to have like some cultural exchange. So the program itself says it's a cultural exchange program. So that's why they are looking to people who can teach something about their culture or learn something about their culture. So it's more about exploring things, how much you are excited about learning new culture or going to the country and exploring that country. So it's about that. So that's why you didn't even have to write SOP in this one. So there are some basic questions. So why you want to join this program and what will impact you will have after you done this program and go back to your country, something like this. So that's why like application procedure is like quite easy. You just have to fill uh, in the just basic stuff like from where you are doing your undergraduate and what's your scores are, that thing. And after that, this basic questions. And documentation also is just your recent registration from your college, which we get in the beginning of semester. This semester registration or what? Some document we get in which all the courses are mentioned and all. That thing is the only document which is required for application part. Like after selection, then it becomes complicated, but let's not go into that part because that is completely different thing.
Okay. So, how was your experience there? Like culturally, what all did you learn? What all did you teach them about India?
Yeah. So in the first place, it was completely different. Like you what you see from movies, this is how foreign looks. Somewhat it looks the similar way, but uh, culturally and all, it's totally different. Like you cannot imagine before going there. Like some people, if you know some people, they can explain you okay how it is and everything like that. But when you go there by like and you experience things yourself, then you feel oh it's completely different, and then you become a completely different person. And that is what happened with me. Like the Nitin which went the Nitin which existed before this exchange program and the one exists now, it's completely different. They are two different personality. I always say this to a lot of people, because when you get exposure to a lot of different things, lot of new things, and you start exploring and you start talking to people, then you become completely new.
Yeah.
And this really helps in understanding a lot of stuff, because you need to manage your finance yourself, you need to cook, you need to buy grocery, everything you need to do by yourself. And then this thing helps you becoming a good person or managing things well.
Wow, you got all of that versus us stuck at home for the past year.
Yeah, it's really bad, I would say, this pandemic, but it's really hard on all of us, because this is
Yeah.
also my first master year, and I did all of my courses from this room itself. So what what can we do with this?
So, how was your experience academics wise and like technical and research wise?
Okay. So basically, like normally what would say to all the students also, like try to explore things. Undergraduation is all about exploration. Maybe you came up in this program thinking, I really like biotechnology, I want to go in research and all. But after doing your undergraduate for 4 years, like maybe in third year itself, you realize, oh, this is not the field I want to be in. So whatever this thing you came up with, you will only get when you try different things. Like go in lab, work there, then you will realize, okay, can I do it one more day? Or I was so tired doing it. Something like this. Or some new research questions or some paper coming up um, makes you feel like, oh, I have to read this paper, which is published in this technology or this area. Or I feel like, oh, I will see later what is this. So all these things you keep track, like how you are like reacting to all this stuff, and then you will realize, okay, this is where I want to go. So I always say all these things to all the people who ask me like whether I should continue in research or not, and I will say like, look what you or how you like react to things when they came up to you, and that is what happened with me. So I tried different things, And then I got to know, okay, this is the thing which I want to do. This is the thing which I don't really like. Because first I really used to think, oh, I want to go in this bioinformatics stuff, because in the beginning I was good in coding and all, but after some point I realized I cannot sit in front of computer like 7 or 8 hours in a stretch and code all the time. And then I shifted towards wet lab stuff more.
Nice. I think this is something really important. Viewers like take notes. So
Yeah.
I would really love to know a little more about what specific incidents shaped, your future decisions and the path you decided to take.
Huh. So one thing is the network I have built, like the people I have talked with. So whatever doubt I had in my mind, I always used to go to them and ask, oh, this is really good, or should I do that, or should I look for something else? So that one thing which really helped me. And second thing is like keep reading new stuff which is coming. Like now you can read all the articles because it's really easy. Like you just search. In India, you can I don't want to say you can use this online, but if somebody asks me personally, I can recommend some sites if you don't have access to. But like anyways, you can even ask the author itself, like, can I get the access of this paper which I don't really have, and they can happy to provide you. And try to read, like if nothing is working, read stuff, then also then also you will come up with different ideas and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the two things which really helped me.
And since this program is not currently operational, do you have anything in mind, any other alternatives or any other opportunities for students right now?
Yes, so yeah, like currently there is no semester exchange program kind of stuff is open. So one thing you can do is, uh, so in my program, like I am in this Max Planck School for Matter to Life. So they give you this undergraduate research opportunity, URO. So
Okay.
in that you can come for 3 months, like not 6 months do your semester, but you can do the research part. And in 3 months also you can get some kind of exposure. So for this second year and third year, both of them are eligible to apply. So you can apply in this one. And even though you don't really sure about it, what you want to do, just read things and think about which excite you most, and then apply to those labs. And also you can write to different professor. They always have like some places available. Yeah, it was difficult this year, but in the coming year things will get better and some opportunities will come again. So you just need to look things up. You need to ask people, uh, do they know some programs which can help them to come abroad and have this experience, because coming out of your comfort zone which really help to decide what should you do.
True.
So one thing I recommend is this URO, and if I come across some other, then I will tell you, and then you can pass on the information.
Definitely. Okay, so is there any specific anecdote or memory you would like to share from your exchange?
Mm. Yeah, so yeah, it's 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 a tough thing. Yeah, in the beginning when I went for the first time, as I'm vegetarian, so it was really difficult for me. Like I still remember that part. So for the first 5 days, uh, because nobody told me this canteen exists and there you can go and have this pasta and you can choose the ingredients.
Hmm.
And I didn't even knew this kind of stuff exists. Everybody told me like you can go to this canteen and have your lunch or dinner there. And in vegetarian, you only had this mashed potatoes and some soup, and every other thing was mixed with pork or beef. So I was like, for the 5 days, I was only eating this mashed potatoes and soup, and in the morning some fruits and some stuff. And after 5 days, I got really annoyed. In my mind, I thought I'm going back to India. Let's close everything. Whatever happened, happened. I will forget this part of my life. And I went to the office of this uh, professor who was the head of this program. And then I was about to tell her that, can you arrange something so that I can go back India because I will not survive 2 more days here. And at that time, another professor came and he just saw me and asked me, where are you from? And I said, like, I am from India. And then he was like, oh, I know one more Indian here. He works in this lab. And then I was like, yeah, let's go and meet him. And I went there. And when I first saw him, I didn't even ask where he is from, what his name. I just asked, what did you made? I want like then he told me, yeah, I made this aloo gobi, and I was like, yeah, let's go and eat.
Nice. Are you still
Yeah,
vegetarian?
yeah, I am still vegetarian, but now I know how to cook. Now I know where to find all the stuff.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah.
So, okay, I think we're almost done. Do you have any final tips or suggestions for undergrads?
Yeah, like as I said, if you don't, like, a lot of people get demotivated, they didn't get opportunity to go out, or they didn't get this program and all. But if you believe you wanted to do that, and if you are really sure that I really want to go in research or in this field, like I'm not talking about only research. Suppose somebody wants to do MBA or something, then if you have really strong belief, then don't get disappointed if you fail in first attempt. Try again, and things will work out, because if you put 100% of your effort, then it will work out. If you don't get any research opportunity to go out and all, and now like this is like really golden era of people, because everything is online. You can listen to a lot of seminars and lot of web lectures online, and you still get that exposure, how they think, how they deliver different subject to the students. That also really helps. And also keep looking new stuff, because
Yeah,
if you are not sure what to do, keep trying new stuff. Like, only care about grades and all are up to certain points. Like, suppose you are good in studies and I can get 8 or 8.5 easily, then try to look more. Try to go out of your comfort zone. Not only think about grades all the time, like they will eventually come, but also try to look some new things.
that's some amazing advice.
Yeah.
So, with that, I think we'll wrap up our episode for today. Thank you so much, Nitin, for making the time to join us. And
Yeah.
everybody, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back next week with our last episode. Okay,
Yeah. Also,
Nitin, say bye.
also don't forget to comment if you have some questions.
Yes, he'll be looking at the comment box.
Yeah.
All right, bye.